Oh, I love these things. These things are great. I just don't take them off. At the beginning I had them on, and then at the end I had them on, and in the middle I had them on. At one point I was just going to show them, but now, no, I'm just leaving them on because they're really comfortable, which I'm kind of surprised by at the end. A few of the past claws I've made they've been all right. They've been good for the time period, but now it's the leather. It is Western. It is so Western. It is not of Japanese inspiration whatsoever. The claw is definitely Japanese. The big old leather centerpiece, no, it's definitely Western. And by Western, I mean like from tack, horse tack. And the bracelets are based off of a bridle, just on a much larger scale. But I want that interlace, so when I can do them up, it makes it really easy one-handed to get them still nice and tight. Because I love the aspect on these that I can keep my hands open. There's enough pressure between the handle to the bracelet that I still get full control, and that tactile nature that when I touch, it gives that direct response to my hand. So, moving on. It's a simple 1080 steel, so that's just like 18% carbon. It is the simplest steel that you can find anywhere, but if you forge it and get it to a proper heat treat, it stands up pretty well. Now, that also has to be stated because everyone reads a lot of things, that a mild steel doesn't actually take a heat treat. Well, it doesn't. It will never be what a high carbon steel is, never. But as long as you get it to the heat treat, which means just before liquid state, you plunge it in water, they stand up quite well, usually quite surprisingly. So this started off as a 1/4x1 that I draw out. And then I have a special little anvil I use to, I don't have words for it. I call it cupping, but it's definitely not cupping because it's angling. And just saying I'm angling it just sounds weird, but I angle it. And then the holes are drilled. I wanted originally just to weld it, but that just seemed too boring for how awesome these claws wanted to be, or I wanted them to be. So I drilled them, riveted them, welded them. They're not going anywhere. The handles are forge welded together, which all that means is when I draw it out, I round the center, I flatten the edges, I curl them over, and then I just heat up that back part of the black part of the handle, and then match those together when they're almost liquid state with a little bit of borax. Borax is wonderful and it bubbles up and it makes everything just kind of glossy. It's good fun, and there's something about forge welding. I just love them. Okay, let's find out what these bad boys weigh. We're in grams. We're gonna go pounds. 2 pounds, 15 ounces. Let's see if that's accurate across both. No, it's not. Left hand, 2 pounds, 15 ounces. Right hand, 2 pounds, 15 ounces, 3/4. I don't know where I picked up 3/4 of an ounce, but it matters not. So I bought hardware because I like to buy hardware, and I put hardware next to this for all my leather straps and realized it looked terrible. Not only would the color not match, it's not the same steel, it just didn't work out. So, well, actually I threw them away because I tried to add a little bit of color into the first buckle, and I thought I'll just hit it with a little bit of heat, metal and heat, you get coloration. Looked away for a moment, and when I came back, my pliers were empty and there was a little puddle of metal on the ground. What I didn't know is the buckles that I have available to me are made of tin. Yeah, tin. Which when you're holding leather, leather is going to break before tin will. But that still seems wrong. It's like, no, it should be steel. And that means the buckles that I made and the little whatsits, which is a very technical term for these doohickeys, again, are all made out of a mild steel, but that means I can heat treat them and I get the same color pattern as the rest of the claws. I went a little crazy this time. I wanted to add some color. Would you tuck in? Jingle bells. And the copper was to add color to this, and in the end, yeah, I'm happy. And that and making steel rivets at 1/8 of an inch, even after annealing them, seemed to be a bit of a pain because I just couldn't get them to hold properly into the leather. And they looked a little flat. I wanted that little bit more color. The leather itself has a cotton liner, which is removable because, yeah, it's going to get sweaty. Pop these bad boys on. Bad boys. They're not bad boys. They're good boys. Or good girls. I don't know. Their gender's yet to be decided. I am so happy about this aspect. All the copper rivets, I purchased those. I didn't build those. I'm so lazy. There's a few changes I'll make for the future. The handle I want just slightly curved. Curved, that's not the right, angled. I'm going to use the word angled. They need just to be slightly angled on, I'm going to say from the thumb, it needs to go down just slightly. Yeah, that's the measurement I'm going to use, which is very, very specific. I'm just lost in them. They have to be shipped out. They have to be shipped out. I need to start packaging them and ship them out. These are not my claws. These are for a customer, and I really need to quit playing with them. Right now, as the person that made them, I say I'm testing them. I'm making sure that they're of quality. But really, I believe that's nonsense because I'm the one doing it, so I have to believe my own intent. I'm just wearing them because they're cool at this point. Like, they are cool. Maybe a little too proud. But I'll say that for the next two pair, because the next pair will be even better. So yeah, that's the video of claws. I'm sure someone would say, hey, what can they do? I can't find out on these ones. These ones are not mine. Maybe the next ones. And then see what they can do, and I'll get to keep them. Because I don't have any of these. Okay, I should really get back to work. I'm just staring at my hands and wasting everybody's time now.